Atma Namaste.
Atma Namaste.
Atma Namaste.
We welcome all
To YPV 9th Annual Spiritual Intensive Program 2023
YPV 9th Annual Spiritual Intensive Program
from 2023
Central India
at Indore.
The Grand Sheraton is ready for you.
Atma Namaste all. Welcome all of you to this YPV research presentation. Today, we will talk about a qualitative research study conducted to understand the participant experiences of the 1 year intensive program conducted at YPV Ashram, Sri Ramana Trust. This is Ram Gopal Mujaje, a YPV trainer and a certified YPV healer from Puttur, Karnataka. Let us start with an invocation to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to our spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to our higher souls and dear selves. We invoke for the divine guidance, help and protection for successfully going through this presentation and understanding deeply the value of going through a program like 1 year spiritual intensive program and the learnings from it and applying it to our day-to-day lives. We thank you in full faith, so be it. Okay, so regarding YPV healing, so we'll briefly look at what is YPV, Yoga Prana Vidya. Body has its own consciousness and heals itself. So it is based on, YPV is based on these principles that body has its own consciousness and heals itself. So for it to heal itself, what is the fuel that the body needs for healing itself? That fuel is energy, and that is called prana also. So by supplying the body with the fresh prana, healing can be accelerated. So how can the energy be supplied? It follows the thought of the healer. Using the energy centers called chakrams in the energy body, the pranamaya kosha of the energy body can be balanced, and that helps in restoring the health back to normalcy. So YPV is a fantastic complementary system that works along with other modalities like allopathy to restore the health faster and better. Some of the techniques that are used in healing are self-healing, meditation, pranayama, and distant healing to achieve the good health for oneself and others. Moving on. So now let us look at what is Arhat Yoga. Okay, the Arhat Yoga is the advanced yogic system or a spiritual path of YPV. It's also called synthesis of yogas, that is essence of different yogas like Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Kundalini Yoga. All these are synthesized to form a comprehensive system. Arhat Yoga gives a very good opportunity for a safe and rapid growth for the practitioner. It consists of multiple levels also. So the focus of Arhat Yoga is achieving higher degree of oneness with one's higher soul and becoming a greater channel for the divine. Okay, now let us look at what is 1 year intensive program. So an intensive program, it's a residential program. It started in March 2014. It has been happening from there on every year. So this particular study is focused on the 8th batch of participants with the 27 participants in that program. So every year these participants are chosen from the regularly participating Arhat yogis with the minimum 4 years of regular practice. And this is a fully sponsored program by the institution, which is the YPV Ashram Rana Trust. Basically, one important thing that we need to understand here is that program nature and the ashram environment allows full concentration on practices without family and external influences. So now let us look at what is the purpose of this 1 year intensive program and also the great vision. The main purpose of this 1 year program is to basically generate leaders with the clarity and skill to bring, sustain and promote holistic health at multiple levels, and also to improve personality and character building with accelerated spiritual development for the participants. So why do we need all this? The main purpose of these practices and the 1 year program is to achieve the YPV Great Vision. So what is the YPV Great Vision? It is to generate at least one trained healer per family, who then will look after boosting and sustaining the immunity of the entire family, and also promote good health and harmony at home and workplace. With all the skills and developments, the leaders generated from 1 year's intensive program are equipped to work towards this YPV Great Vision in a greater capacity. So now let us look at what a day in a 1 year participant look like. So where do they spend time on? So majority of their time, as you see, is spent on physical exercise and breathing exercises. These exercises help the practitioner to purify and strengthen their physical and energy bodies. They also perform meditations, book studies, healings to oneself and patients. Then they perform purifications and virtue manifestations, which is also called the inner purification. That is to purify one's thoughts and emotions. All the participants also perform various services to the ashram, and they also listen to various discourses and lectures given by the mentors and guest speakers. And I want to quote here, I was a lucky participant and had a great opportunity to undergo this wonderful 1 year program in one of the past batches. So regarding this study that we have, research study that we have done, so let us understand what is the purpose of that and what method do we use for this study, and the participant profile, like different characteristics of the group. So the purpose of this study was to know how the participants experienced this 1 year intensive program, and the research method that we employed was qualitative study of research interviews at the end of the program with the semi-structured questions. The profile of the participant, it was a very diverse group of 27 participants, very diverse age group, various academic credentials, diverse number of years of Arhat yoga practices. So more importantly, they were from different regions of India and various mother tongues and various communities they come from. So now let us look at what are the findings of this research. There are quite a few interesting findings. We later categorized them into various themes, 5 to be specific. So let me give a brief of about each of these themes and the key findings under each of the themes. Post that in the next future slides, I will elaborate on each of the themes and continue further. But in this slide, I will just give a brief of it. So theme one was why the people attended this 1-year program, the purpose of attending this 1-year program. Participants had very clear intentions and the purposes for attending this program. And the most common purpose was aimed at spiritual development, that is to work towards the purpose of their lives and also work for and manifest the great vision. The theme two was focused on perceived benefits and achievements of the program, achievements of the participants from this program. So there are multiple segregations within this. Mainly, the first thing was to do with their physical health improvement and also emotional and mental aspects as well. Most of them experienced, from the physical perspective, most of them experienced the body flexibility, and also from the psychological perspective, the calmness of the mind and especially accepting people as they are. And also, very importantly, this program, you can call it as a leadership program. So multiple skill improvements happen for each of the participants, like leadership skills, presentation skills, communication skills, etc. And many of them also developed a lot of good self-esteem and good self-confidence to face life and lead as a YPV practitioners. And the theme three is basically various challenges and the difficulties the participants faced during the program. The key findings that we found there was many felt busy continuous schedule was a challenge, and hence time management was a key learning out of this whole program. The other main challenge was to deal with the diverse group of people from various regions and languages. Okay, theme four, rather, the way forward. What are their short-term and long-term goals after completing this program? So most of the short-term goals revolved around putting the learnings, what they do in this 1-year program, into taking it as a YPV teaching outside in their respective areas and also becoming active trainers. The long-term goals was mainly focused on achieving the great vision and also to generate many healers through various means and also to work towards achieving the purpose of their lives. Okay, theme 5, the participants' overall experience. This was a excellent learning, even the research people had. Basically, the group members had varied and life-changing experiences during this program. So many felt it was a priceless and rare opportunity that they got, and they were very thankful for it. They were practically learned leadership, time management, group dynamics, and importance of services, etc. during this program. And each one of them felt it was a great learning for them throughout this program, and how to manage the group, how to lead the group, how to follow the group, etc. So it was a fantastic learning for them. So with this, now let me get into each of these themes and details of the findings. Let us move on to the next slide. So now that is about theme 1. So the purpose of attending this 1-year program. So there were, when we looked at their interviews and findings, we could see very clear intentions and the purpose of why people have joined this 1-year program. And many of the people out of those 27 had more than one purpose why they have joined. So let us look at the details. So now what we did is when we put together the documentation for the research, we segregated those findings into different groups of youth people and middle-aged and seniors. And many of them had the common findings or common experiences or the purpose of why they were attending this program. Let me start with the youth. So they wanted to gain clarity and work towards purpose of their lives and achieving higher level of spirituality and spiritual development and experience, and upgrading the self and serving people. And most of them, this was one of them that all the participants had, was working for the great vision of YPV to bring peace on earth. So they wanted to find what are the ways and means they can achieve that and experience that, and then go outside and use that to work better. Then as a person to grow and focus on self and come out of lot of weaknesses or any of the weaknesses that they may have had, and developing mentally and emotionally. That was for the youth. And similarly for the middle age, spiritual development was there, working for the great vision was there, and service to humanity and people, growing emotionally, mentally, and inner purification. And one of them, they joined because they were inspired by their seniors who have come out and have been able to handle things in a much different way and positive way. So they also wanted to experience that themselves. And then they want to become better at healing, better at training people, and so that they can become better healers and spread the YPV faster and gain higher knowledge and health improvement for some people. Seniors, it was all of these were there, but in addition, they were experience this life changing program. So they wanted to go through that and experience that and their own health improvements and overcoming the weaknesses that they might have had emotionally and mentally. Okay, from the theme 2 perspective, what are the benefits and achievements of the participants in this program? So we segregated again into 2 different layers. One is at the health benefit, which included the body as well as emotional and mental aspects. And then from the personal development perspective, the various skills improved and self-confidence improvement as well as the spiritual development. Okay, so we'll continue further. With respect to the body and health conditions, very interestingly, 9 of the people, that is 1/3 of the people, they had lost weight in the range of 4 to 18 with an average of 9.3 kg weight loss. Very surprisingly and interestingly, there were 2 people who gained weight. It is not to say that that was a bad thing to happen. It was a good thing because they started with a very low body weight. So they started and they improved, which means throughout the program, the people who had excess body weight, they lost the body weight, and the people who had lesser, they gained. So overall, it balances the body weight. That is something these YPV practices can help us. And remaining 9 people, that's 1/3 of the group, they maintained the normal healthy weight. Okay, and pretty much all of them, whether they lost weight or gained weight, they all felt their body is more agile and they have a fit body now. Gained body flexibility, activeness and mobility. They felt they have a stronger body now, and physical strength and fitness, increased stamina. So one thing that I can quote here is a lot of people, when they started, they were not able to do the exercises properly, or the full set of exercises they could not do. But by the end of 1 month or 2 months, they all could practice them properly and to the full stretch. So that is the experience all of them had. So these YPV practices definitely help them to get a better fit body. And a lot of them resolved their health conditions which they carried while they entered the program. Many of them without any medications they could overcome. Some of them reduced medications after the medical advice. Now, with respect to the emotional aspect of benefits and achievements, now a lot of people felt a lot of improvement, like ability to see others' perspectives, They developed a lot of positive emotions like patience, tolerance, ability to listen to others. They felt they were emotionally more stronger now, and they could accept people as they are. They learned to face the various situations, and forgiveness developed at a deeper level, ability to forgive oneself and others instantaneously as well. And how did this happen? I think all of them felt that the buddy feedback, basically the feedback by their peers in the group every week, that really helped them. And then following the forgiveness sadhana and the various meditations and purification sessions, which they practice daily, they definitely help them. Continuing further on, what are the other benefits they had with respect to emotions? They gained the inner strength and emotional stability. Most of them, and pretty much all of them, felt the calmness. Improved self-love for many people. They could, very interestingly, they could develop the ability to see their own mistakes. Usually, the people can see others' mistakes, but here people look inside themselves to see the situation, what causes are inside them, and so that can be rectified and they become a better person. So aware of one's own weaknesses and immediate reaction tendencies, what people had, that also reduced. They could overcome a lot of negative emotions like anger, anxiety, panic situation, and restlessness, sadness, fear. So the fear of insecurity they could come out of, and the pent-up emotions, pains that they had, they carried throughout their lives till then. And many of them came out of the stage fear. Coming to the mental development, so again, book studies and positive affirmations and teaching by the mentors developed their mental body and faculties. So a lot of improvements again for each of the participants. Increased concentration and focus, deeper understanding of the concepts. So these YPV teachings, many of them felt what they understood outside versus what they understand now after this 1 year program is totally different. They are able to concentrate better and understanding the concepts much deeper. And with respect to the mental aspects, they felt their mind was very alert now and had become very strong, sharp, and clear. So there was no wandering here and there. So achieved deep stillness, especially during meditations, and that helped them gain better experiences during the meditations, and improve self-confidence and faith in oneself, awareness of self and others. Alignment of the body and mind. So earlier what used to happen is the mind used to think of doing something, but the body wouldn't follow the same thing. But here, after the practices for 1 year, they felt that is more aligned now. So what they think, they can implement it. The body is responding to implement it in a similar way. More matured person they were, and discernment and clarity of thought was very good. They could develop flexibility and ability to prioritize things. So whenever there are multiple conflicting things, they could better prioritize and handle things, the more important things first, right? And they could accept people as they are, very important trait to develop, so that they can work in a much better way with the group and along with the group. And deeper mental purifications, got rid of mental laziness and blocks and barriers, reduced negative thinking. So all these are very positive development for their growth, and especially within the group, they could manage better. Now continuing further on the theme 2, personal development, especially with respect to the skills. What we did is we asked them to rate what is their perception of where they were at the start of the program and towards the end of the program, and rate both of them in the scale of 1 to 10. And what we could see is their perception of what they have improved was significant skill improvement. Let us see each of them, what are the various skills they worked on and what each of those skills mean, and how much percentage they developed in each of them. With respect to the social skills, it's a tool basically to interact and communicate and build healthy relationships. I think the average, the group improved to the tune of 48% from the start to the end. And with respect to the healing skills, it was important to become better healers and heal faster so that they could handle more number of healing cases in a shorter span of time. And people improved to the tune of 66% from the start to the end. With respect to the presentation skills, this is one of the major improvement for many of the people, because most of the people were not had not done the presentations to the larger group of people. Here they got an opportunity to do that to their own group, and I think around 61% improvement happened in their ability to present confidently and use the right words and speak clearly. With respect to the communication skills, again a very important skill to have when you have to go and talk to various people, new people, and people improved to the tune of 58% on an average within the group. There's basically about sharing ideas and connecting to people effectively and sharing the feelings. Now coming to the relationship skills, this again was something that a lot of people felt they have improved. They could overcome the barriers with respect to the regions and languages. It's basically relation building and managing them throughout the whole program. A lot of people felt they initially had difficulties to see people as they are, and because of it they could not build and maintain. But later, once they understood they are all there for the same purpose, and they could accept people and their differences, they could build a healthy relationship with all the people. So they improved to the tune of 57%. Now, ability to lead the team. This is one of the highly improved skill throughout the program and for most of the team, most of the group basically. So the ability to lead a team and a group of people to achieve certain goals. So that leadership skills was an important thing. How it is achieved, if to give a brief background on this 1 year program, there is a rotation of the leaderships through the group. Like every day there will be a new leader from that group, and it will go on rotation, and everyone else will abide by the direction of the group lead that day. So that way everybody learned how to lead a group, how to take decisions, how to take unanimous decisions, and in critical situation take tough decisions also, and other people felt how to abide by the group decisions and contribute to the group still. So it's a major development for most of the people. 82% improvement overall for each of the participant on an average. Now, with respect to the self-confidence, which is basically ability to handle one's own issues. See, these people, as we just saw, that these people go out as leaders with respect to spreading YPV understanding and to work towards achieving the great vision. So it is important that they are able to handle their own challenges and issues, and whatever the challenges that they overcome, they should have been equipped to do that. So with respect to that, this self-confidence to handle various situations was very important skill. So a lot of people felt they improved significantly to the tune of 70% on an average, and several of them were low in this trait to start with, and all these teachings and mentors guidance and nurturing and book studies, this really helped them to develop their confidence throughout the program. With respect to the last component of this theme 2, spiritual development, it was one of the top intended purpose for why people joined this program. So all of them felt they have achieved this definitely great progress on this, and they felt the spiritual buddy feedback and book studies and teachings, guidance from and nurturing from the mentors, and deep meditations and purifications, right? All of them really help them to achieve this. The purification was an important aspect as well, and it really helped them develop the humility and forgiveness instantly, uh, and never to look down on others. Basically, they felt everybody else was an extension of themselves. So that way, their development was much better. So they stopped judging people because of that reason and accepted them as they are. Okay, that was about theme 2. Continuing further on the spiritual development. So they felt a degree of higher connections improving, and stronger willpower now to learn to sit for meditation without any expectation. This is a major learning for many of the people. Meditations were deeper and more connected, and a lot of people had some experiences and visions during the meditation throughout the year, and many felt that they were getting a calm and still mind without any negative thoughts or any thoughts during the meditation. That was about theme 2. Coming to the theme 3, which is basically about the challenges and difficulties what they faced during the program. One of the major challenges that many of the people expressed was this whole program was tightly packed. Basically, they start early in the morning to the tune of 10 to 10:30 in the night. So it was busy and continuous schedule without with a few breaks in between for rest, for food and rest, right? And so what they felt was because of the tight schedule, they had to learn time management, and that was a key. That is one of the major learning for many of them. It really helped them to look at things, how to achieve the things within that given time frame. And the structure of the program, it helped them multi-dimensional learning and development, right? It was possible only by overcoming one's weaknesses at the physical, emotional, mental levels. And the other main challenge that they had was to handle the diverse group, which was from various regions, various languages and cultures, and handling various situations that happen due and with a lot of patience that is required. So during the program, there will be a lot of situations which will come, and with the multiple point of views, there will be conflicting situations, right? So each one had to go through those various situations, how to overcome them, how to normalize and harmonize with the group. These are the learnings that they definitely had. But initially, they all faced challenges with respect to achieving that. And in addition to that, each one had their own challenges with respect to their emotions, their personal situations at home. And some of them had challenges because of the extreme weather changes that would happen in the environment. Continuing further, theme 4 was about what are their goals, short and long-term goals. Let us now look at the short-term goals. So I have highlighted here the key ones. Of course, they had many more, which was not so frequent. So I'm just highlighting here the frequent ones. They all wanted to become active trainers as they went out, and immediately they wanted to take classes for new students and become active trainers, and also become higher level trainers, and conduct YPV programs in schools and colleges nearby their house and hometown, become financially independent, certified YPV healer, conduct healing camps and produce many healers, and also develop a healing center in their places. With respect to the long-term goals, so their long-term goal was to spread YPV teachings on a large scale in respective native locations and regions. And all of them wanted to work for a great vision, but they all had different means of working for a great vision on their own ways and means of doing it. So basically that YPV great vision of generating one healer per family and serve humanity, it can be achieved through multiple means, and they were all looking at various ways, and their own strengths they wanted to utilize to make it happen. To spread the YPV to colleges, hospitals, clubs, and spread to schools. Basically, the idea was to do this and improve their own health conditions and work environments and environments at home. Basically, the idea was to bring peace on earth. That is part of the Great Vision target itself. And to spread YPV through media presentations and to work for the welfare of their villagers and in their towns. And develop many trainers, become financially independent and work full-time in YPV. This is many of the long-term goals what the people had. Now coming to the last and final theme, the participant overall experience of this 1 year program. There were several of them, but we could gather it into 8 top headings. Most of them felt it was a divine grace and blessings that they were part of this program and they could complete this successfully. And all of them felt it was a priceless and rare opportunity that they got in this life, and they shared a lot of gratitude for the mentors for conducting it so beautifully, as well as to the organization. And a lot of them felt it was a life transformational program, and they learned time management, group dynamics. They improved as a leader, and a lot of them did not have that leadership skills, practical leadership skills that they had to practice. And there was a lot of opportunity to do service. A lot of people like to do those services frequently, and they all felt they have a great opportunity to now work for the YPV Great Vision. They were well equipped to perform those activities and achieve the Great Vision. So now let us get into each of these in slight deeper level. Now with respect to the YPV Great Vision, basically this 1 year program was to great avenue for them to work towards Guru's vision, because they understand the Great Vision better. They know what are the tools to use, how to go about achieving that Great Vision. And all were willing to spread the YPV and fulfill Great Vision by becoming a wonderful channel, greater channel for spreading the YPV and Guru's vision, achieve the Guru's vision. Now, they all felt this divine grace and blessings that they were part of this, and they completed successfully and peacefully. And many of the people had disturbing and distracting situations at home that they otherwise, if they were at home, they would be disturbed for many days. Some of them had financial situations, some of them had personal other situations, but all of them were resolved miraculously because of the group blessings and following the teachings. They were not getting panicked throughout that situation. And first thing, it was miraculously changed to a better situation. It happened very quickly and without any trouble for them emotionally and psychologically, basically, right? So everybody was very happy at home, despite these people were being a significant contributor to their family. Despite they not being there at home, all of them were able to manage happily, and things went very smoothly at home for all the people. Now, most of them felt it was a life transformational program with respect to they became more compassionate and being more humane, and it helped to become more patient with others, accepting people as they are. And the experience that they had, there was no count, and what they gained and the teachings what they got during this nurturing they got, and live examples how to handle situations they could go through, as well as see other people handling, and they gained experiences from that and become better. So to an extent that they felt they have from the time they came and 1 year down the line, they were much better people and transformed outlook towards life. And a great opportunity was provided at the ashram for participating in various services, and there were group services also. So it was a fulfilling experience for many people because they learned how to achieve the group synergy through that experience as well during the services and a lot of the other 1 year practices. Now it was priceless and rare opportunity for many of the people and pretty much all the people. Life-changing experience, lifetime opportunity. It was they were full of gratitude towards Guru, institution and mentors especially. Have confidence to handle various people and situations. Because of deep level of purification that they could achieve with the help of the group, they could do powerful healings from ashram, and a great many healings they could do, and severe cases they could handle. Great opportunity to work on self and become all-round persons. Very unique program, and there is no similar program anywhere in the world right now, or even probably in the recent past. So they all felt they learned the art of living and being oneself and handling the life in a much better way. And significant learning was that many of them felt the experience that they had in this 1 year, the last 1 year, is something like they would gain that experience 10 to 15 years outside. It would take so much of time. So basically it's crushed time duration 10 to 15 years crushed into 1 year, and they could gain all of them so fast. It was like they were experiencing each month, they were experiencing the 1 full year of their life. So now with respect to the time management, due to the tight and long schedule, time management was very crucial for achieving those targets, whatever they had to finish, and learn to manage time effectively. And importantly, managing time reduced their stress. They could handle it very calmly. They were not rushing, even though the schedule was very tight. They were not rushing through the schedule. Now, with respect to the leadership development, most of the participants never had any leadership roles in their lives before. Somebody else took the leadership for them, so they were followers. Now here, the system itself forced that leadership to each of them, and even the reluctant leaders, they become very active leaders through the program, and many were very happy about it, that they could see that they could also lead the team and better themselves. And group leadership on rotation basis helped them practically learn how to lead and motivate various group members in various situations. Now, with respect to group dynamics, as you would have understood now that this is a group program. Basically, everything had to be done within the group, and there would be challenges because everybody will have their own point of views. They all learn to adjust and with the other group members, and whichever they came from a diverse background, they learn to understand and appreciate others' perspectives. Buddy feedback system helped them achieve group alignment and performance, overcame complaining tendency about others, and developed ability to accept people as they are. They could see that everybody was an extension of themselves, basically. Helped and supported one another in difficult situations personally, and they helped each other to overcome, give feedback, right feedback. And that way they took the feedback seriously and worked, and they become better, overcome individual situations with the help of the group, and improvement areas and challenges to achieve group oneness. This way they felt group was like God, because with the group help they could achieve a lot of things. Right, so certain services help them accomplish tasks utilizing the group synergy. Individually, probably they could not have achieved those activities, but with the help of the group, they could do it. Group alignment importance, they understood. Many weaknesses were removed, learned a lot from the group, and grown. I just covered that earlier. The group is God, the group activity channeling from the group and vibrations helping each other within the group. They understood the importance of that group and helping each other. Okay, these are the learnings that they had. These are the 5 themes that I covered. Now, quickly, let us look at this, why these intensive programs are important. So this 1-year YPV intensive program was very unique, and there was no parallel, as I covered earlier also. So we do not see any parallel similar programs anywhere in the world. Now, these 1-year programs have been concluded as of 2023 March. Now, from March 2023, the 4-month intensive programs are scheduled, and the first one is being done right now. And that first batch of 4-month program will come out mid of July, and the next batch will start mid of July, continuing till November. So this 4-month program is also built with respect to the similar structure of this 1-year program, and participants already have shared some of the 4-month practitioners. They have had similar experiences what I just explained. So any of you who are part of this can actually utilize that opportunity if you are eligible to attend this 4-month program. These and other group programs at YPV Ashram actually could be fruitfully and utilized well by the seekers for deep practices, progress, and contribute to the benefit of humanity. The ashram environment is such that you are in the middle of the nature and away from the hustle and bustle of the city life. So you can actually practice them and achieve that stillness and energy very quickly in the ashram environment. So even the regular practices that we would do in ashram are much more effective compared to doing it outside in the similar group as well. So several studies have evaluated these outcomes of these intensive programs, and they are well documented, and all of them suggest to undergo this kind of intensive programs to achieve the purpose of their lives for the seekers. Okay, now YPV has one of the very important upcoming group practice plan. You would have understood the importance of the group practice. Now just think of, this was a group of 27 people and the experiences that they had. Now just think of a situation where 2000 Arat yogis would do the similar activities for 2 months, right? One such program is going to start in March 2024 to May 2024. It's a major program that is being planned and worked on right now. The plan is to have at least 2000 Arat yogis practicing together at one place, and it will help them upgrade themselves and achieve those good things that you've already seen now, which the 1-year people have undergone, and channel these energies to the whole world and bring the peace on earth. Basically, that is what is the great vision. So this is one of the means through which YPV plans to achieve this great vision. And how do we know these are effective, and what kind of effect that these kind of programs can have? So one of such many researchers is one of the research done by Hazelin in 1999 on the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi effect of this large group meditation, which was done in Washington, DC. People meditated for many months there and found that the crime rate of this Washington and the surrounding areas, it was reduced by 23%. So it's a huge change. Now we have to understand that those meditators were regular, normal people who are meditating. Now just think of practicing Arat yogis, 2000 of them doing the meditation on a continuous basis for 2 months. Just think of the impact. And as a person, all of us have that opportunity to be take part in this great service to humanity, and you can be part of that. So you can reach out to the trainers, YPV trainers and healers near to you to learn more about this program and how to reach a stage where you can be part of this program. Now, we would like to, as a research team, we would like to give special thanks to the program mentors, especially, and especially the Sri Ramana Trust and YPV Ashram, there for planning this minute program, minute details of the program, what should be the schedule, and what sequence it should be, and considering multiple point of views. Every batch had their own challenges and situations, so they had to modify the schedule a little bit, but they were working throughout that program and sustained way for the 9 years continuously. They had done from 14 to 23, 2014 to 23. It's a huge work. It is not a small thing that can be done, and it's a unique program, and the effort that has gone in, lot of thought that has gone in. We are indebted to the program mentors for conducting such a program, and all of us to be part of that program, and to Ramana Trust for providing such an beautiful and wonderful environment for going through that program. And we are also thankful to this batch 8, 27 participants who cooperated and providing the data through their interviews. Okay. We come to an end of this. If you want to know more about this research, you can go to the link suggested here, or you can also contact the team through the contact numbers provided. Again, thank you for this opportunity, and let us do a Thanksgiving. Let us close the session with the Thanksgiving to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to our spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, Holy Gurus, Holy Masters, Saints, Archangels, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers, Saints, all the great ones, to our higher souls and divine selves. We thank you for the divine guidance, divine help, divine protection, for making us understand the importance of these deep spiritual practices, long practices, and intensive practices, how they can help us improve our health, improve our abilities, skills, and confidence, and spiritual development, and overall development of as a person. We thank you in full faith, so be it. Thank you.